So I thought I'd do a little nighttime reading. Maybe a little night story. For this story, I am going to be reading, let's see, my book, Leading with Impact, 8 Essentials for Communication. So I hope you enjoy. So tonight's bedtime story is going to be from my book, Leading with Impact, 8 Essentials for Communication. This is me, Dr. B. Let's see. A little note. I want to empower healthcare professionals to lead with impact, compassion, and resilience by equipping them with essential soft skills, fostering a culture of collaboration, and driving positive patient outcomes. Me. This Leading with Impact book is actually part of a series. Maybe I'll read my emotional intelligence one too, but we'll see how that goes. So in this book, I go over, there's an introduction. We're going to follow a new nurse manager by the name of Amy. And then we'll have actively listening, compassion, clarity, nonverbal communication, feedback, non-biased listening, and getting curious. And then the conclusion. Introduction. In the fast-paced modern world, having good communication skills and building strong relationships with those around us is crucial. Developing active listening, compassion, clarity, nonverbal communication, non-biased listening, and curiosity is an essential skill that helps individuals build trust, communicate better, and foster healthy relationships. By learning to be genuinely interested in other people, empathizing, and actively listening to individuals can improve their personal and professional lives, as well as enhance productivity and collaboration within organizations. This guide aims to guide individuals in developing the skill of communication. So now let's meet Amy. This is Amy. Hi, Amy. Amy is a new nurse leader. Amy is feeling overwhelmed. She has been in her position for a few months and wanted to ensure her team respected her leadership, but something wasn't clicking. They seemed to ignore her instructions or not listen when she spoke up. Amy knew the only way that truly impact was through effective communication skills, so she decided to embark on a journey of self-improvement. If she could learn how to communicate effectively with her team members, things might start turning around. Good choice, Amy. She started researching different techniques for communicating more effectively. Active listening, empathy, compassion, clarity, being concise and clear in what you say, but also being open enough for feedback from others. In addition, it was important to listen without bias and become curious about the other person's perspective and feelings. This would help foster a better relationship between them all, as well as increase collaboration within the team overall, which would lead to increased staff retention and improved patient outcomes due to decreased stress levels among everyone involved, as well as opening up communication channels between each other where before there may have been none at all. With these strategies in mind, Amy went out into the world looking for opportunities to practice these new communication methods until they became second nature. She took a course online taught by experts on interpersonal relationships and even attended seminars focused solely on effective verbal and nonverbal communication. With all her hard work, Amy became quite adept to using these powerful tools, finally feeling confident enough in herself that she felt like it was second nature whenever talking with someone else one-on-one or leading meetings within the team itself. As the results were immediate. Almost overnight, people began respecting Amy's leadership more than ever before because now they could hear what she had to say instead of tuning her out halfway through the sentences due to lack of enthusiasm or clarity when speaking, which is something many leaders struggle with. The atmosphere changed drastically. Morale rose exponentially. At the same time, people who worked for her were 10 times less stressed because they knew that their ideas were taken seriously and not quickly judged based on their past experiences alone. Positive changes didn't stop there. Over time, patient satisfaction rates went through the roof. This was mostly due to better management systems thanks to strong relationships between teams. All thanks are mainly attributed to nurse leader Amy's newfound knack for effective communication. It is a great reminder to never give up on yourself and your goals, no matter how daunting they may seem. With enough hard work and dedication, everyone has the potential to become an expert communicator. Effective communication is key in any leadership role. It's essential for fostering successful relationships and creating a better work environment. Don't be afraid to learn new techniques and reach out for help if needed because results are worth it. Okay. This is the first one that Amy was looking at. Actively listening. That doesn't look active. Active listening is a crucial component of effective communication. It involves hearing what someone is saying and truly understanding their message, feelings, and perspective. Focusing on the speaker, asking clarifying questions, noticing how the speaker feels, and summarizing what was said are all important parts of active listening. What are some of the key points to active listening? Let's see. Pay attention. Show interest. Paraphrase. Let's see. Pay attention. Active listening requires giving your undivided attention to the speaker, avoiding distractions, and focusing on the conversation. Being present now with the speaker shows that you value their time and input. Showing interest. Show interest in the conversation. Communicates respect and appreciation for the speaker. You can use nonverbal cues such as nodding, maintaining eye contact, or facial expressions to show that you're listening. Paraphrase. One way to demonstrate that you are actively listening is to paraphrase the speaker's message. This means rephrasing the speaker's words to ensure you understand their message accurately. Let's see, other key points. We have clarify, reflect, and avoid interrupting. So clarify. Ask open-ended questions. Asking open-ended questions can help clarify the speaker's message and demonstrate your interest in understanding. Clarifying questions allows the speaker to provide additional detail, which can help avoid misunderstandings. Reflect. Reflecting on the speaker's feelings is another way to show that you are actively listening. For instance, if the speaker expresses frustration, you can respond by saying, "It sounds like you're feeling frustrated." Avoid interrupting. Active listening requires letting the speaker finish their thoughts before responding. Interruptions can be disruptive, and they can make the speaker feel unheard and ignored. Thought bubble. Effective communication is vital. Practicing active listening leads to better relationships, enhanced productivity, and improved outcomes. By paying attention, showing interest, paraphrasing, clarifying, reflecting, and avoiding interruptions, you can become an expert listener and an excellent communicator. So, today, this is the learning and action piece. Practice mindfulness. To practice mindfulness, find a quiet place to sit and focus on your breath. When you notice your mind wandering, gently bring your attention back to your breath. Throughout the day, take notice. Notice what you hear, what you smell, sensations on your skin. Mindfulness pulls you into a present moment, which is an essential skill for making an impact. Use reflective listening. Reflective listening is a technique where you repeat to the speaker what you heard to ensure you understood correctly. This not only shows the speaker that you are actively listening, but it also helps prevent misunderstandings. Summarize the speaker's words and then ask if you got it right. Also, try repeating the last few words the speaker said. This lets them know that you're listening and helps them feel heard. Avoid interrupting. Interrupting the speaker can signal that you're not truly listening, and what they have to say. It can also what they have to say, and it can also prevent them from fully expressing their thoughts or feelings. To avoid interrupting, try waiting for at least 5 seconds before responding to what the speaker said. This will also avoid focusing on what you want to say next, instead focusing on what the speaker is saying now. Don't interrupt. Let's check on Amy. After learning about the importance of active listening and leadership, Nurse Amy feels empowered and motivated to continue improving her communication skills. Amy also has a sense of gratitude for her knowledge she has gained with the positive impact it will have on her ability to lead effectively. Okay. That's all for tonight. So it was good to see Amy picked up some of those skills for active listening. Just remember, communication is a two-way street. So if you're always talking, you're not listening. And being able to listen to somebody else is a key component. So practice just trying to stay quiet while somebody's speaking. Don't try to think about what you're going to respond to. Just listen to what they're saying and absorb it. Try to avoid bias listening, meaning you hear something that you're like, oh, I don't like that. So automatically you're filtering what they're saying through, I don't like it, or, oh, that's wonderful. Because that, again, it's not truly listening because you're filtering it through what you, through your perspectives and beliefs. So just being open and relaxed into the conversation and allow it to naturally happen is really the best form. Sometimes people are going to say things that you don't like, but it's good to hear them so that way you kind of hear what their perspective is. I'm glad Amy was able to pick up some new skills. I'm interested to see how Amy keeps developing with her communication. So just thinking about not interrupting people when they're speaking, reflecting back what they're saying makes them feel that they're being heard, and not just nodding your head, yeah, that's great, yeah, awesome. Thanks for sharing words with me. Because if they feel like they're being heard, they're more likely to keep sharing information that is pertinent to you. And this is stuff that's really it's not just for leadership. It's not just for organizations. It's for day-to-day interactions as well. So just kind of remember that. I think it's night time. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing that. And see you on the other side.